Greetings, the Astro 30 here yet again, and welcome back to AEL. Thank you for joining me. Now in today's little short video, we're going to play everyone's favourite game, and probably a game all of us that are into electronics as a hobby have faced at some point in time, is that classic, why doesn't this circuit work? So I was looking on the internet yesterday for something else and came across this circuit, and it intrigued me for one particular reason. Now, I want you to pause the video in just a few seconds and actually study the schematic and come up with your own conclusions as to why this circuit can't possibly work, and then resume the video and see if you're right. So go ahead and pause the video now. Well, if you guessed it's because we're missing an input resistor here on this inverting op-amp stage, you would be absolutely right. Because this causes two problems. One, an inverting amplifier like this will not work without that input resistor. Why? Because the first rule of op-amps is it tries to make both these inputs the same. So as pin 3 is tied to this voltage divider here to half the supply rail voltage, well, theoretically pin 2 will be also at that same potential. Now imagine this was not a single supply. Currently we're running off of a 9 to 12 volt source, but this was a bipolar arrangement. That is, we have a positive rail, a negative rail and a ground. Well, normally pin 3 is tied to ground. Therefore pin 2 will also be at that same potential, ground. And in the inverting amplifier, pin 2 is often referenced as a virtual ground or a virtual earth for that very reason. So we would have 0 volts here, 0 volts there, and theoretically 0 volts there at the output. That's with measuring those voltages with reference to ground. If we moved our negative probe to pin 4 and measured from the negative voltage supply rail, well, we would see half the supply voltage at pin 3 because it's tied to ground. So if the circuit runs off of plus minus 15 volts, well, that's 30 volts DC. Therefore pin 3 will have 15 volts. Pin 2 will also have 15 volts, half the supply voltage. Therefore the output will also be 15 volts. Isn't that neat? The second problem is, and I did mention there was two, without this input resistor here, we can't calculate the gain. Because for all intents and purposes, this resistor is 0. Mathematically, you cannot divide by 0 because to work out the gain, it's the feedback resistor here, which is 10k, divided by the input resistor. Well, in the terms of the op-amp, that's going to be 0. Therefore, the output is going to be 0. So this amplifier is not going to be producing any gain or doing anything useful in this circuit. Why? Because you just darn gone divided by 0, boy. Anyway, rather than just say that this circuit won't work and end the video here, let's actually prove that. I'm going to build this up on Breadboard and we'll see whether or not it does actually work. I can 99% guarantee you it won't. Well, about 10 minutes later, I've built the circuit and I'm currently probing the output with the oscilloscope. I've made it easier, so this blue wire here is the connection between pin 2 and the input capacitor here, so that can be easily removed and a resistor installed. But however, I have been proven wrong. I don't mind being proven wrong, but okay. So there's a look at the scope screen on the lowest possible voltages per division, which is 50 millivolts. And if I tap the microphone, we can see something. Testing 1, 2, although it's not really amplifying much. So my theory may still be correct. I reckon what's happening is why we're still seeing the signal sort of on the oscilloscope at the lowest voltages per division is because the audio signal is simply just going through the 10k feedback resistor to the output, so it's bypassing the op-amp. So let's actually try sticking a 1k resistor here at the input between pin 2 and the capacitor. That will give us a gain of minus 10 for inverting amplifiers, but gain of 10, and see if we get a stronger signal on the oscilloscope. I bet you anything we do. So I'm going to do this with the circuit powered up. Why not? Just remove this wire. And I might shift that resistor back a hole, if I can get it in there. There we go. And I install this 1K between that and the other end of the capacitor. So I look at the oscilloscope here. The results don't seem to have changed. Hello, 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 hello. It doesn't appear to be amplifying much at all, which is kind of depressing. Maybe I've got no ground connection. There we go. Now we've got an output. Testing 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay, so we can see that we've got a signal on the oscilloscope. I just had a lifted ground. That's why it wasn't working. Let me switch back to the piece of wire instead of the resistor, because obviously the first test wasn't really valid because I didn't have a good ground connection. So the mic wasn't even getting a ground connection. Okay, so that goes to pin 2. And if I can get it in there, good. And the capacitor. Testing 1, 2, 3. That's interesting. It appears that it does actually work without that input resistor. Testing 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. Well, I like being wrong. The next question is, how? How is that working? I can't physically see it working. But according to what I've got, it does. Maybe there is a finite resistance here somewhere. I mean, it probably would be a good idea to have that 1K input resistor rather than no input resistor. I don't know. I just find that interesting and odd at the same time. Alright, let me hook the output of the preamp to an amplifier so we can actually hear how it sounds. Right, so I got it hooked up to an amplifier. It's a bit noisy because of the connections. Test 1, 2. We can't hear anything at the moment. Just a bunch of noise. Let me turn the volume up. It's probably about as loud as I want to get it, or it will feedback. Testing 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yes, it's working. Okay. So how about we change that resistor, well, that wire, leaving the volume at the same setting, and change that back to a 1K. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. Sounds about the same. So, yeah, cool. Testing 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, it works. And it works without the resistor, but I would honestly include the resistor. So maybe I should have just built the circuit up in the first place before just assuming it doesn't work. Because it clearly does. So, alright. So that has now got me baffled as to why it works without the resistor. So, maybe someone out there may have figured out why it does. Let me know in the comments. And just for completeness, just to prove the theory about what I was saying about the op-amp input pins being both the same, I'm going to measure the DC voltage first at pin 3. We should have half the supply voltage, which we do. If I now measure at pin 2, we have the same voltage. And if I measure at the output, we have the same voltage. There you go. That's just physically proven what the op-amp is doing and what I said to be true. And just for further completeness, I'm going to prove that this op amp is actually contributing. So I'm going to remove one leg of the feedback resistor on the output side from the op amp, and we should see, well, no signal pass. So you look at the scope screen, I'll tap the microphone, as you can see it's doing something. Hello, 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 hello. Alright, let me remove the resistor. There it is. Hello, hello. Well, the op amp is trying to amplify, but it's going to be distorted and it's not really contributing. So if I plug that resistor back in, if I can get it back in the hole, would be nice. Come on, there we go. That was the wrong pin. Let's try the output rather than the power supply. There we go. We've got a signal. I can further prove that it's providing amplification by changing the 10k resistor to a 100, which effectively gives us 10 times more the gain than we had to start with. So I'm going to do that, and you can watch the scope. Okay, so I'm going to first remove the 10k resistor. So that's out of circuit now, and yeah, it's just not working correctly now. That's with a piece of wire as the input resistor instead of an input resistor. So now I connect up the 100k. Now there's a heck of a lot more gain there. Hello, see? So I'll make sure to test this completely by removing that wire and installing the 1k resistor instead of the wire. If I can get it to go in there, all well and great. There we go, the 1k is in. Hello, hello, hello. So that is producing some output. It should be like quite a fair amount of gain. Hello. So I'll change that 100k back to 10k without changing any oscilloscope settings. This is all in the realms of just proving a theory. Right, the 10k is back in, but now that's oscillating because I got it shorted. Now, hello, 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 hello. There seems to be a lot less gain there now. That was interesting. I know what I've done. I've installed the 10k as the input resistor instead of the 1k. So we only had a gain of 10. Let me put the correct resistor in, which is 1k. Right. So we got an output signal. Yep, that's with 100k as the feedback. Change that back to 10k as the feedback. And this will pretty much conclude testing on this circuit. Yeah, it's really hard to tell the difference in gain. Well, on an oscilloscope screen anyway. So that completes this test of this video, I guess. I mean, considering I'm standing away from the microphone, the oscilloscope is showing that it's picking up a signal from my voice. So I might put the 100k in and see if that is actually stronger on the scope screen now. And there we go. Alright. Oh, most definitely. It's picking up my voice quite far away. That signal was a lot weaker with the 10k in it. So we can see, yeah, we've got a definite gain increase. So the op amp is providing and contributing. But it's still a mystery to me how that works with no input resistor. I'm the Astro 30, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to go down below, like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, this is the Astro 30 saying see ya, thanks for watching, have a great day.